Hi, I'm Jess. I'm 26 and living in Shanghai, China. There's a lot that's brought me here, and my everyday learning keeps me here. I've traveled, made friends, and even found love. You know, the concept of love abroad is strange and interesting, and this is what I want to explore.
All right. Hey there,
Hi.
guys. So this is the famous Ted. Say hi. You already said hi. No, we're just talking. But so I wanted my second video to be about like basically how we met and like kind of the courting process, I guess. So okay, I'm gonna say my perspective, and then Ted will tell us his perspective. So basically, me and Ted met at a party that me and my old classmate and friend invited me to a party for his brother, and Ted is friends with my friend's brother, so met him at this party, and I'm just like, oh cool, it's like he's like, oh hi, I'm Ted, and I'm like, oh hey, you speak English really well, like maybe you can help me with my Chinese, like not thinking anything of it. I was like, okay, I made a new Chinese friend, and I was like, oh slightly like, oh he's cute, but like I knew that Gabriel's brother is a little bit younger, so I'm like, oh, he's probably the same age, whatever. Like he's just a new friend. And then we were like just talking. He was teaching me Chinese words, and it was cool. And I was still going to school and whatever. What was your perspective that night? Like, what would you think?
Like that night, like I basically introduced by the guy who having a birthday party, like his brother. Like that's my best friend in my college. Like he's from Angola. And like he's really good to me. Like I used to be not very confident about like girls, so he basically always like trying to makes me confident and teach me some kind of like conversation skills. And yeah, like so that day is like his brother's birthday, so I went there and I met Jessica.
What do you mean his brother's birthday? It's your friend's birthday.
Oh yeah, his birthday, sorry. So I met Jessica, and yeah, like foreigners, that's why like I think she's like very cute. She's like hot.
Oh, stop it.
And I got her WeChat, but the second day I need to go for traveling, so I can't stay too late, so I left. Then we just keep talking like in the following days. Yeah.
So in my mind, like I'm like, again, it's like, okay, this is just a friend, and yeah, we were talking, and then there's one day I like a couple, maybe 2 weeks later, I was studying after Chinese class, and I was talking to Ted, and I'm like, oh hey, what are you up to? And he, nothing, and he's like, oh, I'm like, well, I said, oh, I'm in Jing'an studying. And he's like, oh, we're in Jing'an. Oh, I'll come meet you. And like, so he met me while I was sitting in a Starbucks, and like in my perspective, I thought he was just gonna come by, and like in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, oh hey Ted, oh nice seeing you, and then bye. But this turned out to be like a maybe a 5 or 6 hour time span, and it was like we were walking around. I was like asking him more stuff, and we went walking to a mall, and we got tea, and he helped me buy fruit at a fruit stand. At this point, my Chinese was really bad. And it happened to be like really close to his house, and like he's like, oh yeah, I live here, and there's this fruit stand, and he asked me, he was like, oh, he was holding the fruit, and he's like, oh, if you want this fruit, you have to give me a kiss on the cheek. I'm just like, what? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I kissed on the cheek, and he turned the other cheek so I could give him a kiss on the other cheek. That I thought was like super lame, but still still really cute. But I don't know. What was your thoughts that day?
Mm-hmm.
What was your thought? Like
I think I saw we're dating though. Like cause we had a conversation, we talked a lot. Oh, we also talked a lot like during the birthday party. We like talked for like 30 minutes, and she loved like doing sports. That's the thing I really like, cause I always dreamed about like having a girlfriend who can like working out with me. Yeah. Also, I'm not very good, but I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, no. But what about that day? Like, well, you thought we were like on a date, like. Right?
Yeah, so we're on the date.
But see, the thing is, like, I was like basically like minding my own business, going on a date. He's like, he always refers to it as our first date. I'm like, what do you mean that's our first date? You basically like harassed me for a day, but it was like no trouble, and it was an enjoyable day. It's not like I didn't enjoy spending the time with him, so it was pretty good. And then fast forward to like a week later, I basically the way my school works is that we have how do we have it? We have 6 wait, A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, we have 5 modules, and it was the end of of module C. So basically everyone was leaving, and it was a lot of like, you know, heartfelt goodbyes and last minute like hanging out with people that were left in Shanghai. So I invited Ted to come hang out with my friends. They were going to watch a excuse me.
Avengers?
No, not Avengers. That was
Avengers, right?
no, no, babe. It was like wait, what
That's
was
Avenger. Avenger 2.
No, but that was before module C.
Huh?
That was like that was
You mean with Anna and his boyfriend?
her boyfriend
Fernando?
Yeah, no, but that happened like because at that point no, that wasn't it.
That's Avengers. Remember,
I know,
we started the movie.
I know. Oh yeah.
At first time, it's like a Hulk and a Black Widow in the forest fighting something. Yeah, then
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So no, this is actually before the going away party. I had invited Ted to go see Avengers with me and my good friend and her boyfriend at the time and my other good friend, and we went to go get like they have like a wings night at this place, and then again I think like, you know, we went to go see the movie and what happened? Well, basically we went to the movie theater and I didn't realize, you know, in the movies in the United States, basically like you have like, you know, it says the movie starts at 10, but it really starts at 10:20 because they have 20 minutes of previews. I thought it was the same thing in China. So we, you know, we're eating wings. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's 9:45 and the movie theater is like 20 minutes away. And it's like, okay, don't worry, we'll get there on time and we'll have plenty of time for it.
And what is funny, like that day, like when there's only 10 minutes left for the movie, like we went downstairs and go buy snacks. Like, like we could just get into the movie theater, but they say, okay, it's okay. They'll play the advertisement first, then they'll start the movie like after the time they showed. The time they showed on tickets, the time they played the advertisement. So when downstairs, but it turns out in China it's like they start playing the real movie.
And it's really funny. He tried to tell us that, like, no, the movie's about to start at 10 o'clock. And you're like, no, it's fine. And we get there, the movie's like maybe 5 to 10 minutes into the movie. And we're like, no, you told us it was 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So Ted asked the lady, or asked the movie theater people to start the movie over for us. So...
Yeah, it's really like complicated. And last time that lady found the too many foreigners, they're not happy, so they just do that for us. And when we're sitting on the seat, like we can hear people complaining about it.
Well, he could hear people complaining about it because he's the only one. Like Anna speaks Chinese, and at the time I didn't know Chinese, and me, Anna's boyfriend and Fernando did not know Chinese, so Ted was listening to all people complain, and we're like, whatever.
And
like,
one word I remember clearly, like he said, a man said to his girlfriend, that's why we're not going to see a late movie.
But yeah, okay. So the part I was telling you about, like, I guess this was like a couple weeks later, and again, I'm still thinking like, oh, Ted's just like my really good friend, like he's my new Chinese friend. We go to a bar, and my friends had like a going away party. Or going away like last minute, like let's watch a football game, get a drink kind of thing. And football, I mean soccer. I know for us Americans, like it's soccer, but for everyone else in the world, it's football. So I'm getting used to that. And we watched the game, and everyone was like kind of teasing me because I had told like, oh yeah, you know, I met this new guy. So everyone's teasing me like, oh, Jessica, is this your boyfriend? I'm like, no, it's not my boyfriend. He's just my friend. You know, like how like little kids are when they meet someone new or they think someone likes them, and you're like, no, I don't like them, he's just my friend. So I was basically like that. And so we go through the night, and excuse me, and Ted decides to bring me home. Like he's like, oh, I'll bring you to your hotel. So like because also I had to leave the next day. I was going back to New York, And so we're in the cab, and he tries to kiss me. And I was like, yo, really? Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you know, yelling at him. What was going through your mind? Like, why did you try that?
I
Like,
just want to get kissed. Who knows you come back or not?
but yeah, like, it's just like, he goes, like, you know, he's like, yeah, I thought you, like, really liked me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, like, I like you, and there's a potential, but you just don't try to kiss me like that.
And it's also it's like a stereotype in Chinese people's mind, like American people are super open. So basically affected by the movie and the TV show, but it's not like true.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you meet, but like for me, I was like, nah, son, I don't know you like that. And then so I ended up going back home, and you know, we're still talking when I was in the States, and I came back, and again, like, I had seen my ex-boyfriend, and you know, I mean, I know me and my ex-boyfriend would never get back together, but I know I just kind of wasn't thinking anything of it. So like, basically, like, you know, I wasn't really thinking of Ted in any way like that. But I know, like, you know, and then we kind of had an issue where I didn't think we were gonna even talk anymore, and then basically, like, he was able to show me, like, you know, at the time he was even showing, even though he's younger than me, and even though, like, he's from a different culture, he's willing to work with me and be the person that I need, especially, like, in, like, you know, everything I need in every aspect of my life. So, you know, I mean, 10, almost 11 months later, almost a year later, like, you know, we're really strong. It's awesome. What was your thoughts when I was, like, away in the States?
Yeah, I was just thinking about her, like, every day, and we talk in the morning before I go to swim, and talk at night. It's like, you know, like the time difference between China and the USA is like 12 hours, so
And like, what was your thoughts like when I came back?
yeah, just very excited that she came back.
But then, like, even when after we had that little issue, you were like, you still liked me after everything.
What issue?
You remember, like, how I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk to you like that?
Oh, it doesn't matter though. We're together now, so.
Yeah, see, that's why I like him. So, but yeah, if you have like any questions for us, or you know, like what day-to-day life is, or like how courting in China is, or anything like that, and how my parents feel versus how his parents feel about us dating, you know, comment. It's for future videos, and yeah, we'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.